What was your last random act of kindness? Found a cat with a roll of thick duct tape around her neck and mouth. She couldn't eat and was barely breathing. Took 20 minutes to unroll it because she wouldn't stop scratching my hands. I'm a mail carrier. I pay postage dues. I also put extra stamps on letters when I know they need more postage. I don't tell anyone. I just pay the clerk. If you were my mail carrier, I would hug you. That is truly awesome of you to go out of your way to make things just work. Thank you very much for your service. Elderly lady Miss D. Elden left a voicemail extending an invitation to some event she was holding. She sounded so hopeful that it was heartbreaking to think she might feel rebuffed or neglected while not realizing they'd never received her message. I called her back to let her know she needed to recheck the number she'd tried calling so no one missed her event. It turned out that she was trying to arrange for her 90th birthday later this year. If she left her address, you should surprise her by sending some flowers on the day of her birthday. My workmate is deaf in one ear, partially deaf in the other. His hearing aid broke recently and he couldn't afford a new one. I started up a collection at work and surprised him with about $250 for a new one. Whoa, you are a son. That is amazing. I am sure he appreciates you as a friend very much. I was going to a concert, and my friend wanted to go but couldn't afford it. She seemed like she wasn't having a great time, exams were happening and everything was stressful, so I offered to buy her a ticket, and we went together. She seemed really grateful and she had a good time, so it was worth it. That was very nice of you. I am sure your friend thought so as well and truly appreciates having such a great friend. A homeless guy in a wheelchair asked me to push him a few blocks this morning. We've met before, and he knows I'm up for it if I'm walking that way anyway. That is very nice of you. I am sure he appreciates your help. I walking around in a supermarket when I saw small old lady struggling to put 24 pack of water bottles into her driving cart thing. I walked over to her, asked if she needed help. I was going to help her either way, and I put 3 24 pack water bottle into her cart. She gave me a hug and told me to have a blessed day and it felt amazing. That is so nice of you. It always feels good to help the elderly, and they almost always appreciate it in you. Witnessed a hit and run on the freeway coming home from work this afternoon. It was a minor impact, nothing serious. I tried to chase the butthole but my Scion couldn't keep up with his riced out Honda. So I turned around and gave my number to the guy he hit so he at least has a witness to help him out. Good job being a great Samaritan. So many people would have turned and looked the other way. Little girl was sitting next to me on a 8-hour plane ride. She was about 5 or 6. I gave her some of the food I was eating and my neck pillow to sleep on. It melted my heart and made me really happy. AWW, that was very nice of you. I am sure the little girl and her guardian greatly appreciated your kindness. Found out a co-worker I don't get along with made a small but embarrassing mistake at work. I called her to let her vent and to encourage her. That was very nice of you indeed. My old neighbors are gone every other week because the wife has cancer and it's really sad because her dog is so attached to her. When I went to feed him he would eat a lot. Now he just sits there sad and doesn't even move without his mama. The couple is so nice. Stupid cruel world. That is very nice of you to take care of their dog during all of this. Sucks to see that he is sad because they are gone. But you are doing a very nice thing for them. I watched an iPhone fall off the roof of a car in front of me. Pulled over and got it before someone else could run it over. Called the first number I could on the phone and got an address. Returned it. That's amazing. Good work. People phones are their lives. I am sure they were ecstatic to get it back. We were about to empty and scrub my kid's little pool since it was scummy after a ton of rain, but it's full of tadpoles. We'll empty and scrub it when our froggy friends are all grown up and leaving for froggy college. That's awfully nice of you. But watching tadpoles is fun and educational for the little ones. It is awesome that you are sacrificing your pool time for them though. Kudos. It's Canada Day here today. Happy Canada Day everyone, flag of Canada. And all day there were big celebrations in my small town. There's a stage with music and some blow up kids slides and other things. Face painting, rock painting, water gun painting. street hockey tourney, street food, more fun games at the beach park, and of course fireworks. It was loud. So in the early afternoon my mom and I, bought 30 pinwheels and 30 balloons and we just went around and gave them to kids that didn't already have one. Felt nice seeing their smiles. AWW, that's awesome. I am sure you made a lot of kiddos happy. Good work. Me and this other guy, don't know him, both hit something on the interstate at 2 AM. My car was fine but he had a flat. I was about to leave but he looked like he was on the verge of tears, so I decided to stay and help him. Turns out he was driving from Virginia to Nashville. TN. This happened about 100 miles away from Nashville, so he was relatively close and he just bought a car and never changed a tire before. I changed it for him. He offered to pay but I told him no. He'd need the money more than me anyway to replace the tire. That was very nice of you. Nowadays, motorists just don't help each other enough. You have done a great thing, and I am sure it was greatly appreciated. I was at Goodwill waiting for my wife after paying, saw a lady in line dump out her change purse on the counter, and I heard the cashier say it's not enough. I walked over and asked how much she owed. 40 cents. So I put 40 cents into the lady's hand and said have a nice day. She seemed equally happy and embarrassed. I hope she likes her new outfit. That was very nice of you. And although they may have been a bit embarrassed, I am sure they truly appreciated the gesture. My buddy's living out of a tent. I don't have much money myself, but I do have a place to live. So me and my other buddy took him to the store for some extra food, water, and bug spray. That was awesome of you. I am sure he really appreciates having you guys as friends. I took my elderly neighbor, she's 95, to the cemetery to plant flowers on her husband's grave. It wasn't kindness, but true appreciation for this lovely lady. It was still very kind of you to do that, and seems like you have the best intentions, which just makes you seem like a kind person in general. I am sure she appreciates you very much. Just was in a craft store, went down the aisle that has all the letter patches. I spent a good 10 minutes rearranging all the letters back to where they go in the correct order and color after someone had spelled all sorts of curse words with them. Good Samaritan award. Some kids think they are funny doing that kind of stuff. Good job cleaning it up for everyone else to enjoy properly. A mom at a gas station was trying to pump gas while holding her crying baby, so I got the baby's attention and started making confused faces and tilting my head like a dog, crossing my eyes and such. Kiddo, calm down a bit so mom could do her thing. That's awesome. Sometimes it is the little things that count. I am sure you made her happy by taking some of the pressure off of the situation. Nice work. I had a homeless person riding a bike ask me to help her find her phone. I help her, she told me her number that I dialed. She's freaking out thinking someone stole it, only for her phone to ring that landed between the wheel and the handlebar and was on the brink of dropping. She was so happy that she blessed me. Good work. I am sure she appreciated a kind soul helping her. Was in line at a combo grocery drug store. Woman in front of me had a cart full of staples. Nothing but necessities. She was paying with cash and food stamps. The bill was $10 more than she had. I gave her a 20, told her to keep the change. I could see her eyes welling up as she thanked me, but I just told her to pay it forward if she's ever in a position to do so in the future. She got the biggest grin on her face as she wiped away her tears. That was very nice of you indeed. And, you are correct. The pay it forward mentality is one we should all practice. No reason not to. This isn't an answer, but I just want everyone to take a moment to appreciate how freaking wholesome OP is being with his replies. I pick up trash on my way to school. I get a lot of rude comments and my friends refuse to help me even when I've got armfuls of rubbish, but they're just being selfish and can't see the bigger picture. Thank you. Come and join us at our Detrashed. Someone I know recently fell on financial hard times. I put money in an envelope and dropped it into their post box anonymously. It wasn't much, but I know they needed it more than me at the time. A homeless lady at McDonald's asked me if I could spare her $1 to buy an apple pie because when she begged for loose change, people dropped random foreign currency coins into her box. She showed me her coin collection, mostly Malaysian ringgit, unusable in this country. If she changed it she would have literally 40 cents in local currency. So I offered her my chocolate pie because it tastes better than an apple pie and I had already bought it anyway. She was genuinely happy and ate it really slowly to make it last. Later she came back to ask if I had any leftovers she could eat, and actually started digging in my burger wrapper. I was horrified and told her to stop, and that I was more than happy to treat her to any meal she wanted. But my sentence was cut short by a staff member who came up to her with a bag of food. He told her it was from the manager on the house. She abandoned my leftovers and took the food while thanking them profusely. I wonder how she's doing now. That was nice of you. And also them for taking care of her. I am sure she still would remember you and the worker that handed her the bag. I hope. Today I got a metal box and Mentos and filled the box with them and gave that to my sister randomly. A couple days back I gave her Mentos for her name's day cause she likes them and she was so happy. I did this because she always needs small metal boxes and loves Mentos. That was very nice of you. I am sure your sister appreciated you very much. About a month to a month and a half ago, this cat started hanging out in our backyard. She's really pretty and my kids liked playing with her, so I'll let her hang out back there. She also helped get rid of the gophers in our yard. Then late last week she disappeared for a day, which is the longest she's been gone since I've seen her. Today, she brought her newborn kittens into our yard, to the little makeshift home we made up for her. They are about 4 or 5 days old. I got in contact with the Humane Society here and we are going to be fostering them until they are old enough to be adopted out. They will all be vaccinated by then, and spayed or neutered, then go to good homes. I'm allergic to cats. Whoa, you are a son. Being allergic to cats is pretty annoying. I have a relative allergic to them. So, the fact that you are making sure they are taken care of is a great thing. Good work. The wind was blowing about 45 miles per hour, not an exaggeration, and it was so cold. I saw 2 homeless people huddled by a dumpster trying to stay out of the wind. I wanted to give them enough money to go to a fast food place and eat and get out of the wind for a while, but when I opened my wallet I only had $100 on me. I gave them $200 and told them to go get a room for the night. I really hope someone rented one to them. That is amazing of you. Most people would have likely not done that given the fact you only had $2 100 bills on you. I am sure you made their day and gave them shelter for a few. Great work. You deserve 10 pats on the back at least. A blind woman in front of a petrol station looked like she had lost her bearings due to a large surface of indistinguishable concrete and was almost walking onto the road. I asked if she needed a hand to get where she's going. She thanked me as I walked her home. That was very nice and compassionate of you. So many people would not have done that. I have left teachers their favorite snacks on their desks. I work maintenance. Read that as not janitorial. I've paid for extra cups of coffee at the gas station, so the next 2 or 3 people get free coffee. I've paid for $10 worth of gas for the next person to come in to pay for gas. Stuff like that. That is awesome. So, not only is it one random act of kindness, it is a part of your normal routine. I am sure you are greatly appreciated. Helped a young guy with money for gas and got him a couple of cold drinks, since he was stranded and it was scalding today. Peace to you, James, formerly of Miami. That's awesome. Good work. I bet you absolutely made his day. I have a game I play every morning when I go to convenience store. I will buy the first person I see at the coffee counter their coffee. The game is I try to get my stuff, check out and get in my car before they even realize it happened. It's only a .99. It makes me smile and it's a good way to start the day. The clerks know, and just ask who's coffee today. That is an awesome game. I like it. I am sure you are very well liked and appreciated at the store. Guy in front of me at McDonald's spilled his drink while walking to his seat. Everyone stared, so I crapped my pants in line to take the attention off of him. Chaotic good. Today on the way home from work, suddenly construction that took 4 lanes down to 2. Didn't have a chance to get over before I saw it and traffic was packed. I crawled my lane as it dwindled down and one guy thought I was intentionally trying to pass everyone, so he leans out and waves his middle finger at me. I managed to get in a bit ahead. Looked over to see someone crawling up in the same manner and they were pretty much out of lane. I stopped and made a hole while waving them in. 90 degrees in bumper to bumper traffic and they had all the windows down with kids in the back. Wasn't about to make them sit any longer than necessary. Nice work. I hate when people try to do that. Past people who are all waiting in line like they don't matter and have places they would rather be. I typically try to block those folks where I can. But letting in that family is something I would have done as well. Today, actually, sort of, I was out shopping at Target with my parents and there was this kid crying because he didn't want to go home and take a nap. And all I was thinking was, dang, kid, all I want to do ever is take a nap. I jokingly turned to my mother and said, Mom, I really want a nap. Can I go home now? My mom responded, no, we have to finish shopping, also in a joking way. That was when we realized the kid had noticed. So I followed up with, please, Mom, I want a nap so bad. I want to lie and be like the kid. Then told his mom he wanted to nap and the mom thanked us and went home, but the kid just looked really confused. Along the lines of, who the heck is this weirdo lady who wants a nap? She's a fully grown adult. Why is she asking her mom for a nap? The mom did smile at us though, and the kid did stop crying, even though he was throwing shade through his side eye. We just chuckled and kept shopping and joked around some more. LOL. That is pretty funny. I am sure the child was confused as anything, but at least you made mama happy. I sent someone a Domino's gift card on Reddit. From the random acts of pizza sub BC, they mentioned they were living off ramen cup noodles. I did that in college and literally lost 20 pounds. I was severely underweight and so hungry and so ashamed about it. So I hope this person passes along the kindness when they can. And maybe other people will too. That's awesome. And I am hopeful that they will. Pay it forward. I work at a big name grocery store. A few weeks ago, an elderly lady from a nursing home down the street wrote us a letter and mailed it to our store asking if we could donate some puzzles to the nursing home because that is how she spends her free time and she has completed all the puzzles that the home has to offer. There is a bunch of policy bulls on what we can and cannot donate and to who, so I skipped the store, bought puzzles myself and delivered them personally to her on my lunch break. Her reaction was worth more than I could ever give her in puzzles. Made my day and hers, I think. I am 100% sure she loved and appreciated that. You are awesome for doing that. You know, if I can't remember how to answer this question, then I think it means I need to take a good long look at where I am in life. In my defense though, acts of kindness ain't easy when you're constantly broke and exhausted. Possibly, but maybe not. Sometimes it is just hard to stay positive when you are continually dealt crappy cards. It'll get better though. Then, you can focus on making others happy once you are. I took a neighbor down to the recycling center to sell some of the metal scrap he'd collected. He has no car and really no money for a bus pass, so I took him down there when I had recyclables too, and wanted to see this place. He only got about $4.50 out of about £16 of scrap. I was at Costco and they had added our slides with that real comfy cloud foam stuff, but they only sold men's sizes 8-13. The large majority of boxes said size 11-13 and I was searching for an 8 or a 9. I found one pair of 8s and put them in my cart and continued to search for a size 9 because that's the size I really wanted. Another lady with her also trying to find smaller sizes and specifically wanted a size 8, so I gave her the 8s in my cart. That was very nice of you. I am sure you made her day. I for one don't know how you passed on those slides. They are so comfy. LOL. Just kidding. Good work being a good person. Was at the drive-thru at McDonald's Ike. Anyway, I saw a lady who was really old using one of those walkers trying to get into the door, struggling whilst doing so. I jumped out of my car even though there was about 10 anxious PPL behind me waiting to get their food and ran to her aid and opened both front door and inner entrance door for her. I figured the PPL in line could wait a little longer for their quarter pounders. That made my so-so McDonald's meal just a little better. Absolutely. Great work. That was really nice of you. And brave. Some of those drive-ins can get hostile. LOL. Rented John Wick 2 and Talladega Nights from the library and the cases were badly damaged, so I replaced them with new DVD cases. Thank you for the award. Just saved a lizard from a glow trap, guess that counts. On a real note, I work at Six Flags in culinary and I was working cash register and this lady was $1.30 off and I went to the back, got my personal money and paid for that amount. Sadly, usually people don't even realize when people like me do this. So like I deck why I did it. Both of those are nice things. The lizard and that lady surely appreciate you. I left in and out last night truly satisfied. The dude sweeping held the door open for me. I told him thanks for being here man, we really appreciate you, and dipped. That was nice of him. I go to a mom's group and my son only likes certain baby snacks, so when I've been given the wrong ones I just pass them on to someone whose child will eat them unopened, of course. That is very nice of you, and I am sure the other mothers appreciate you. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.